Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In today's video, I am going to be talking all about e.l.f. So you may or may not know that e.l.f. are increasing their prices on the 1st of August, and I wanted to do this roundup video to tell you what is worth purchasing now before the prices go up and what is worth just skipping on, the bad products, all of that good stuff. So I'm not going to be putting it on. I'm not going to be getting ready with you today. I want to be quite snappy and I want to talk to you about the good, the bad and the ugly and what I think you should be spending your money on before the 1st of August when the prices go up. So they did an Instagram post a little while ago now saying on the 1st of August, everything across the board is going to be going up by £1 or $1 or whatever currency it is that you use. Everything is going to be going up by one. So there are certain things that I'm going to be stocking up on, there are certain things that I recommend, there's certain things that I'm going to be buying multiple of because I go through them so often, and this is just a roundup of everything. And this is also the products that I'm like, do not spend your money on those. Even at the lower price point, they are not worth it. So there's a lot to get through today. So I highly recommend you get yourself a drink, get yourself snuggled up on the sofa, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And also let me know down below, what products are you loving from e.l.f. and if there's anything that you completely disagree with that I say is awful, I also want to know about it. So let's start with skincare. There's two products here that I highly recommend. Well, three technically, I don't have one of them, but I'm going to be stocking up on it. The Youth Boosting Advanced Night Retinoid Serum. I don't know why I struggle so much with that. This is already slightly more expensive. I think it's around about the £22–23 mark. I'm going to get another one of these. I go through this stuff. I mean, I was about to say I go through this stuff quickly. I absolutely don't. The last tube of this, it made nearly a year. Like, I made it last nearly a year. You don't need a lot of it, and you also don't use it all that much. Like, I use this about twice a week. This is my retinol of choice. I absolutely love it. I noticed the biggest difference in my skin when I started using this and using it regularly. This, in my opinion, is the best for the price point and also like the quality of the actual product. I think that this one is incredible, and also I have 3 of these currently in my basket, but I may well buy more. This is the Holy Hydration e.l.f. Off Makeup Remover. So this is like a dual phase. It's got one layer here, one layer here. Obviously I'm halfway through this one. I've got an empty one on my table. I did an empties video a couple of weeks ago for like the first half of this year. I have already been through 3 or 4 of these. This is the best cruelty-free, affordable, sensitive, dry skin suitable makeup remover. This stuff is incredible, and like I say, I think I've got 3 in my basket currently, and I may well get more because I cannot be without this stuff. This is the best. It takes off every scrap of mascara, eyeliner, lip stain, whatever it is that you've got on your skin. This stuff will take it off, no issues at all. I love it. I highly recommend it, and definitely worth stocking up. I think this is £6 on the e.l.f. website currently, so it's worth getting even just to try. Then one product that I don't necessarily recommend is the Suntouchable Invisistick 50. Honestly, just because I don't know, like, I don't feel like I'm necessarily applying enough. I like how it feels. I like how it sort of wears under my makeup. I like how it applies, but I'm just not sure that in this stick form, I don't feel like I'm necessarily getting enough coverage. And I know that that's a me problem, and I've worn this multiple times, and I've never been sunburnt, but I'm just a little bit scared of it. However, the Suntouchable Liquid SPF Glowy 30, this one here, anything that I don't have, I'll put pictures up. This SPF I am going to purchase because I have run out of 2 SPFs in the last month. It has been so hot in the UK. I have run out of 2, so I wanted to use up some more before I got this one, and like it's just the perfect time to stock up on another one of potentially my favourite SPFs for the summer. It's got a little bit of coverage, a little bit of, I wouldn't even necessarily say coverage, it's got a little bit of a evening out quality, sort of like a primer quality. It's lovely under makeup, and I just feel like then I need just a little bit of concealer. Beautiful for the summer. Speaking of the e.l.f. Halo, I need to not say e.l.f. before every product. You get the idea. All of these are from e.l.f. The Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Not my favourite. I mean, I'm halfway through it, but it's a struggle to use this. Not my favourite glowy primer, liquid highlighter, Charlotte Tilbury dupe. Not my favourite one. If you want to see a roundup video of my favourite dupes for this sort of a product, I've got a few, and this is probably my least favourite. I don't like how it farts. Like, very off-putting. This also leaks, so it has to live out on my table. I can't put it, like I can't travel with it. I can't put it back in my drawers. It's just not the best one, in my opinion. So wouldn't recommend that one. If you're wanting a primer step and you have dry skin, this is really the only one from e.l.f. that I would recommend. And look how little of it I've got. I'm not sure I would repurchase it, but if you are in the market, this is my favourite one. This is the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. Shockingly fine mist, major makeup grip. I don't necessarily use this for the longevity. I just like how hydrating it feels, because it, again, it's that like dual phase. It's got the oil on the top and then the liquid underneath. You shake it up and you spray it on, and it feels really nice and hydrating and like juicy on the skin under your makeup. I don't like this over makeup. I have other products that I'm going to recommend for that, but this under your makeup I do like. I'm not going to repurchase it because I've still got some left. I don't necessarily feel like I would miss it in my collection when I have used this up. It's not one that like I think I'm going to run out of anytime soon, but I like it. And if you're a dry skin human such as myself, you may well want to try it before the prices go up. In terms of primers, I've got a list here so that I don't forget anything. We have got the Poreless Putty Primer, the Poreless Liquid Primer, and the Grippy Hydro Grip ones. Don't recommend any of them. I don't think any of them are necessarily suitable for dry skin. I know the Power Grip is hyped, and I'm only going to be talking about products that I have actually tried. I didn't love it. Again, dry skin. It's not my main focus, having something grippy, but I just didn't feel like it really did anything for me. I wouldn't recommend any of them. I really disliked the putty primer that's in the tub. Really disliked that. Way too drying on my skin. And the liquid one, again, I felt it was quite drying. Didn't notice any smoothing. Wouldn't recommend that. Onto, I'm trying to go in like chronological order of how you would actually put your makeup on your face. The e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. This is new. I have a full day wear test that went up when this first launched. I can't stop using this. I absolutely love it. Do not rely on this for your SPF coverage. You're not going to apply enough of it to get the SPF 50. However, as a skin tint, I think that this is lovely. I have this in the shade 4 Light Neutral. I love this stuff. I'm not going to repurchase another because like I've literally only just got this, and it's the sort of product that I really would only wear in summer, and this tube will get me through summer, so it's not the sort of thing that I feel the need to repurchase. But if you haven't tried this and you're interested, again, I would recommend that you try it before the end of the month. Concealer, I don't recommend any of the concealers from e.l.f. The camo or the hydrating camo, both of them I dislike I felt like they made my under eyes look so dry, so heavy. Now granted, it has been a while since I tried those, and I have been am I influencing myself to try those again? As I am like actively de-influencing you to try them. I don't know, let me know. Do you love them? I hear so many people say that they love them. The hydrating one, I tried it. I felt like it smelled like acrylic paint and looked like emulsion that you would put on your wall. Like, it looked so heavy and so dry. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Also, while we are de-influencing, the Holy Strokes Microfine Brow Pen. So many people have said that they don't like this. I could not agree more. This is the worst brow pen I have ever tried. This was the first brow pen that I tried, and I thought all brow pens were going to be like this. They are not. I have others that I love. This one is awful. Do not waste your money on this brow pen. It literally does not show up. Like, literally, if I press this like right into my skin, can you even see that? And that's me pressing it into my skin. Nothing comes out. There's no pigment to it. So if you need help with your brows like I do, my brow hairs are blonde. Nothing to show for the brows that grow out of my head. Nothing to show for them. I need help. Elf do brows really well. That brow pen, garbage. Absolutely awful. If you're wanting a recommendation, and I have all three of these in my basket to buy backups of, the Elf Wow Brow, absolutely cannot live without this. This is the best brow gel. The best brow gel. If you need something that's tinted, something that will make your brow hairs actually look like brow hairs and not blonde little bits of fluff sticking out above your eyes, this is the best one. The Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, this is the one that I'm wearing today, love, and the Instant Lift Waterproof Brow Pencil. I love all of these. I will always repurchase these. Even when the price goes up, these will be a fantastic price for what you get. I think that these are some of the best brow products on the market. The Wow Brow, I'm going to buy multiple of because I use this every single day. I cannot be without it. I have tried other tinted brow gels. They just do not compare. This one is the best one. And honestly, I hear nobody other than Nikki LaRose, nobody talk about this. It's the best. These two are great. I will be repurchasing. This one, I will be repurchasing multiple of. So, on to bronzer. I have this in my collection, and this is the bronzer that I am wearing today. I'm getting overexcited. I need to take a breath. This is the bronzer that I'm wearing today. I've had this in my collection for a little while. I have been through a whole one of these and then repurchased it. This is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I have this in Tan Lines. I really like this. However, I think if you are in the market for a bronzer, I would recommend this one over it. So this is the Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour. I have this in the shade Fair to Light. Out of the two, I prefer the liquid one. It's more pigmented. I prefer the finish of it. There's nothing bad about the putty bronzer. I still think that the putty bronzer and also the blush, they're lovely products, but I just feel like the liquid, the Camo Liquid, is a little bit more elevated, and out of the two, I would prefer the Camo Liquid. Just, again, personal preference. However, oh, this is dirty. I've made a right mess of my table. This is the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. This is in the shade Forever Sunkissed. Look at this bronzer and tell me that I don't love it. I love this bronzer. It's fantastic. It's a matte bronzer that is just the perfect warm colour for my skin tone. If you're similar to me, I think you would absolutely love that one. They do also have this formula in blushes. It's nice, but it's not my favourite. Onto blush, and actually I've only brought 2 products over here. The Camo Liquid Blush, this is the one that I'm wearing today. This is Coral Crush. I love these. I'm gonna look at the shades. I think they brought out some new shades like fairly recently. I am up potentially. I know I don't need them. I know I don't need them. I have 3 drawers of blush. But this is potentially my favourite ever formula. It's so pigmented, but it's ever so slightly glowy. I just love, they've got an orange. I almost wore the orange today. I was like, tone it down a little bit. Yeah, I just absolutely love these. So many shades, like diversity. They have got so many shades. I think that these are incredible. I also wanted to mention the Sheer For It blush tint. This is in Orange Crush. I wish I could read. This is obviously the new like Benetint dupe. I love this on the cheeks. I love this on the lips. I love it as both. This is obviously the orange shade. I'm not necessarily interested in trying the other shades because I've heard that, you know, they all sort of look similar, but this one's just a little bit more orangey. This would be really the only one that I would be interested in from this range because it's the only sort of shade that I would use in both ways like that, but it's not online anymore. It's not on the, I just looked it up before I started filming and it's not in stock on the e.l.f. website. But honestly, even when the price goes up, like I think that that will be a fantastic product. Then onto highlight. The only one that I have mentioned here is the Halo Glow Beauty Wand. This is in one of the new shades that they brought out, IRL Angel. This is obviously like, I mean, it's this colour. This panel is see-through here. It is a very light white shade. In fact, if I show you, it is a very light shade. Again, they've got a really great shade range for these, but it shifts ever so slightly pink. It's really interesting. I've tried a few of these Halo Glow ones and a lot of them I don't think much to, but this one, I don't know if it's because it shifts or I don't know, just the undertone is a little bit more me, but it's so pretty. And really, like I say, the only one of the Halo Glow ones that I would recommend. Again, I've tried the blushes, I've tried the bronzer contour ones, feel neutral towards them. This one I love. It's really subtle but also blinding, which is what I want at all times. Just tapped ever so slightly over the top of a blush and it just livens it up. It's beautiful. Then this one. This is the e.l.f. Lock It Down eyeshadow primer. I have had this for the longest time. I've had this for so long and I've only started using it recently after my Beauty Bay one. I'm still sad about it, but also I feel like I'm finally moving on. My Beauty Bay one, I used it all up and I've been desperately trying to find another primer that I like as much as that one. This one is my favourite one that I've tried so far. I do notice, I mean, I'm wearing it under my eyeshadow today. Obviously not that you can tell because it's just a clear primer. I wish that they brought this out in like tints because that's what I really liked about the Beauty Bay one, and also in a white because I am still looking for an eyeshadow primer that's white that I can put under like pastel shades. Let me know, but I do think that this is potentially my favourite eyeshadow primer now that the Beauty Bay one is no more. So highly recommend that. I'm considering buying another, but also I've really only started using this in the last like 4 or 5 weeks. So I don't need another one yet. What else do I have on my list here? The H2O proof inkwell eyeliners. Again, I will put up a picture. Awful. Awful. I got the green, and honestly, after about half an hour, it looked like I had tried to do some sort of, and I just did like a regular wing, nothing big, nothing crazy. It looked like I had tried to do some sort of graphic cut crease liner, like graphic liner moment. It transferred so perfectly that it looked intentional. And let me tell you, it was not. It like, so I did along my lash line and I did a wing, and somehow it like transferred all up here to create like an oval shape on my eye in the green. Awful. Truly, truly, just so bad. It said H2O proof. It was like smudge proof, crumble proof, transfer proof, life proof. It will fireproof. It'll proof of everything. I used it maximum 5 times and then I decluttered it. Absolutely awful. Another one that honestly I could probably count on one hand the amount of times that I tried it. It stayed in my collection for less than a month before I was like sent it off to one of my friends. I was like, you need to try this and let me know if you hate it as much as I do. And she hates it as much as I do. The Finest Fleck glitter eyeshadows. So many people hyped them. So many people said that they were the best eyeshadows that they'd ever tried. The nicest, like little bit of sparkly something. I dug my finger into that shade so deeply, tapped it across my eye, and it gave nothing. It gave satin eyeshadow. Like, do not say that you're a glitter eyeshadow if you're gonna give me that. I was mad. I got 3 shades. No. Awful. Awful, awful. Let's lift the mood a little bit. The Bite Size eyeshadow palettes, they have these in so many different shades. The one that I use the most and the one that I recommend getting before the prices go up is this one, which is I Love You a Latte. This for travel, if I was going on holiday, I would take this and probably just some like little sparkly things. So this is all of the matte shades that you would possibly need. I don't necessarily recommend this if you were like a medium to deep skin tone. I don't think that you would get enough use out of it. Let me know if that is you and you feel otherwise, but for me, being a very fair to light skin tone, this has everything that I would need just for an everyday. And again, they have so many different shades. I also love Pumpkin Pie. I also love Hot Jalapeno if you want in a green. There's a few that I really, really like, but this one is like the one that I absolutely use the most, like no questions asked. This is the one that I use the most. Then onto mascaras. I've got 2 that I recommend. I also really, really like the Lash and Roll, but I don't necessarily feel like I love it as much as this one. So this is the Incredical. This is the mascara that I'm wearing today. This stuff does not smudge. I have done a few videos in the last month or so where I'm talking about like long-lasting summer makeup, like my everyday makeup routine, and it is this mascara. This mascara I'm actually going to be doing next month probably, because like this month has just got away from me. I'm going to be doing like the best makeup of the year so far for like the first 6 months of the year. This mascara is going to be the mascara because it's, by its very nature of that video, this is the best mascara that has launched this year. It is my favourite e.l.f. mascara and I really like e.l.f. mascaras. However, if you're wanting, I feel like this one is lengthening, dramatic, volumizing, thickening, all of those things, but also incredibly long lasting. If you're wanting the most drama, you're not necessarily bothered about the lengthening, but you're wanting thick, you're wanting volume, you're wanting drama, you're wanting the biggest spidery, in the best way possible, lashes, the e.l.f. Big Mood. This doesn't smudge on me. I wouldn't say, I notice a little bit of, they just sort of drop a little, not like drop as in like the curl drops a little bit, probably because of the amount of volume that you get. But this mascara, the e.l.f. Big Mood, for the biggest lashes, I love this. I wouldn't necessarily wear this for like very long days, very hot days, just because it doesn't necessarily have the longevity of the Incredicurl, but I do still think that it's beautiful and one of my favourites. This is a little mini that I got free with an order that I did forever ago. I am tempted to get another. I do really like it. One mascara that I wanted to mention that I don't think you should spend your money on is the lash extender, the tubing mascara. I don't feel like it does enough for me, like gives me enough length, gives me enough volume, just looks good enough in my opinion, and it's really difficult to take off. Like it's not for me. I know a lot of people love it. A lot of people really love it. It's not one that I will ever repurchase. It's not as good as the Incredicurl. Like if you are wanting a long-lasting mascara, the Incredicurl is where it's at. So next up, setting sprays. You can use this one as a setting spray, like I say, but the Power Grip, it's not the best at like setting. There's a few that I've tried and I feel quite neutral about. This one, however, is completely empty. I am going to be repurchasing another. So this is the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. She is completely, I could probably get a few more uses out of that if I like angled it correctly whilst I was spraying it, you know, but this is the best setting spray that I've ever used. I will always repurchase this. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is the setting spray that I used on my wedding day. I absolutely love this stuff. It locks everything in all day long, all night long. My wedding day, okay, it was September, so we thought it was going to be a little bit cooler. Oh nay, it was like 29 degrees and the venue where I got married was like a greenhouse. It was all glass. It was hot. It was so hot. It was not my intention. This locked everything in all day long. I absolutely love this stuff. Will always repurchase it, even at the higher price, but I'm going to stock up before it goes up. Then on to lip products. I do believe that we've done all of the face products now. Just going over my list. Yes, I think so. The e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liners. I'm going to purchase another one of this shade, which is Truth or Bear. This is the lip that I'm wearing today. This, just with a little bit of lip balm, is all that I have on my lips. I love these. I really love these. And even at the higher price, they're still very affordable. Like I say, this is Truth or Bear. There's a few that I really like. There's a few that I'm definitely tempted by getting a few more shades. And I think that they've brought out some more shades recently. And I'm like, could do. But I'm definitely going to repurchase Truth or Bear. And probably, is it Pinky Swear, the other one that's a little bit more pink. Love these. Absolutely love these. I've also tried the Love Triangle ones. I like those. I don't like them as much as these though. These are the best ones. And then the Pout Clout Lip Plumping Pen. not worth it, in my opinion. It just gives nothing. Again, another product that was very, very hyped, like very, very hyped online, and I just didn't feel like it really gave me anything at all. And that is everything that I wanted to talk about today, I do believe. Let me just look back over my list. Yeah, that was everything that I wanted to talk about. If there's anything that you think I need that I haven't mentioned here, if there's anything that you think I need to try, leave it down below. I'm doing a big order anyway because I'm definitely stocking up on some of those skincare bits. There's a few bits that I've been eyeing up and I'm like, let's just get it now before the prices go up, because girl math, it just makes sense. So if you are picking anything up, I would love to hear if there's anything that you're stocking up on. If you are stocking up on some skincare bits like I am, I would absolutely love to hear about it. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye bye.